Okay. So however you guys would like to start, if you want to sit or if you want to lie down, maybe if your neck is kind of stiff, maybe you just tuck the chin a little bit to start and just see, maybe just turn it to one side, see if that, and just a pause there as we sink into our breath, this nice break in our day, this mid-morning. Feeling the breath. Giving ourselves this time, this appointment here, this journey. This journey of self-awareness. Swami Kripalu said that the highest spiritual practice is self-observation without judgment. The highest spiritual practice is self-observation without judgment. So let's practice that today. Letting self-awareness replace self-consciousness, whether it be how we look in a pose or how we think we should feel physically in a pose, just letting things be as they are, just observing from the inside out. So maybe bringing awareness to that third eye point, bringing in that inner witness, maybe inhaling to that third eye point. And exhale, let the breath just roll down the spine. Inhale again to that third eye point. Exhale. Now let's exhale for Om. So inhale to the third eye. Exhale. Om. Maybe lift the hands to the forehead. Press the thumbs against that third eye. Now maybe place the hands on the throat, that inner listening area of the throat, connected to that inner vision of the third eye. And now you can release the hands to the lap, placing them wherever you'd like. And let's roll our necks around. One way, then the next way, maybe half circles, maybe some full circles, but coming into some awareness of the neck, the back of the neck, the sides of the neck, even that throat. And now let's bring the ears over the shoulders. Place that left hand on the ground. Maybe you're on your fingertips. Bring the right arm up and over. And now glance towards the left hand. And then glance up towards the right hand. And then down. And then inhale, glance up, float the hand down. The gaze follows that right hand down. And then look up. And then bring that left hand up to meet the gaze. And then glance down at the right, up at the left. Pause either up or down, breathe in. And now exhale, bring that left hand down, ears over the shoulders. Let's gaze forward. Bring the arms up. And exhale, bring the arms out like a T. Bring the left hand up and in front of that left knee. So the left back of the hand is kind of pressing against that left knee. Glance up at the right hand. Maybe you can lean over and then bring the right arm back. And now let's exhale, clamshell close the right hand to the left. And when your right hand gets to left hand, slide the hand down beneath the fingertips, kind of feeling a stretch in the upper back. Now slide that right hand across the left hand, coming back up, and then reach the arm up to the sky, open the clamshell. Exhale, close the hands together. When that hand gets there, slide the fingers down. And then we inhale to open and expand. Glance up at the hand. And then exhale, bring the right hand down in front of that knee. Nice, guys. Bring the right back of the hand to the front of that right knee. And then we'll inhale to bring the left arm up to sky. Nice, guys. Glance up at that left hand. And then clamshell close on an exhale, the left hand to the right. When that hand gets there, slide the hand across the palm, fingertips meet. Maybe you pause and breathe into that mid and upper back. Yes, and then you can open on an inhale. Just opening and closing at your own pace. Close on an exhale, slide the hand across, fingertips meet, and then opening on an inhale. Don't forget to slide that hand across. That's kind of where the magic is in that finger slide. And then next time you get the arm up to expand, bring the arm out to the side and lift the right arm out like a T. Yeah, and now let's roll our shoulders with those arms out, maybe making circles with the fingertips in one direction. Then we'll go another direction. And maybe you bring the arms down and roll the neck. Maybe you bring the arms up and flip palms to the sky, side stretch, whatever you feel is going to be best in your body, kind of a side opening or maybe of the body or a side of the neck opening, depending on where you place those hands and the movements that you offer your space. And now let's exhale to meet in a tabletop. Knees underneath those hips. You can kind of stretch out, kind of like the sprinter getting in the blocks and the leg back and the knee down. You can slide, sway side to side. And then let's bring those fingertips to face the long edge of the mat. So right fingertips face the right edge, left to face the left. And then maybe just rock side to side. You can bring those knees kind of wide to feel stable. Maybe you feel that opening across the shoulder blades and upper back again. Maybe close the eyes and bring yourself fully within yourself. And with those eyes closed, pause with some stillness. Bring those fingertips to face the front of the mat. And then when you're ready, curl the toes under and lift the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And here we are. Maybe move that head side to side, nod the head, shake the head. Quick or slow. Maybe you pedal out those legs. And have one breath in. Exhale, let the breath go to ground the feet, ground those hands. And then we'll inhale, step that right foot forward, lower that left knee down. Inhale, float those arms to sky. Press that heel down. Maybe pull that left knee and the right heel towards each other energetically, activating the hip flexors and those hammies. Breathe in. Exhale, sweep the hands down. Curl the toes of the left foot under. Find your plank pose. And now from plank, feel the nice steadiness below you. Now ground that left hand. Let's bring our right hand to the left shoulder and just pause there. Feel that core warming up. And now bring the right hand down. Ground into the feet, ground into that right hand. Bring that left hand to the right shoulder. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lower that left hand down. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Just a breath. Breathe in. Exhale. And now inhale, step left foot forward. Lower that right knee down. Inhale, let's rise up, lifting up out of those armpits, out of the hips. And now pull the left heel towards that right knee and the right knee towards the heel. So they energetically are pressing towards one another. Let's breathe in. Exhale, relax those shoulders, one more breath. And now hinge forward, frame the foot, curl the toes under, step the left foot back. And now hands plant, left foot plants, lift that right heel to sky. Let that right foot hover. Let's inhale. Exhale, lower the right foot. Inhale, lift the left foot up. And pause. Lift those hips. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the left foot. Press up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep breath in. Exhale, let the breath go. Now inhale, step the right foot forward. Then the left foot comes next to the right. Step or sit back in your chair. Lift the arms to sky again. Inhale. Yes, exhale, hands come to the heart. And now breathe in and ground into the heels, ground into the balls of the feet. Now exhale, twist towards the right. And maybe when you get there, you open up like a T. Or maybe you exhale and twist with the hand towards the ground and one to sky. So feel into kind of where you want to expand and where you want to open. Letting go of self-awareness and judgment. Exhale, bring the arms to the side, heart faces forward. Let's inhale, bring palms together above the head, rise up. Maybe come onto the balls of the feet, Talasana. Exhale, hands to the heart space, heels roll down. Breathe in. On an exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, step the feet back. Let's find Kahalakasana. So here's our plank. Now exhale, come onto the ball, that left, or the side of that left foot. Reach the arm to sky. Nice. And now maybe that right arm comes up and over the ear. Or maybe it's straight. Let's be here for a breath. Exhale to let it go. Bring that right hand down. Plank pose. Breathe in. Now exhale, lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Warrior Cobra. Exhale back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in. Exhale, letting go. Inhale, step that left foot forward. Now the right foot meets the left. Sit down, chair pose with those arms to sky, drawing our energy fully within ourselves. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Keep those knees side by side. Good. Exhale to the left. And then any variation with those arms out like a T. Or maybe you bring it into a little bit of the spinal flexion. Twist that hand to the floor. Breathe in. And out. Now exhale, bring the arms up, reaching short edge to short edge. Heart comes forward on an exhale. Good. Inhale, arms come up, come on the balls of the feet, Talasana. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, step it back, plank pose. Here for a breath. You got it. Exhale, over to your side plank. Inhale to lift the arm and expand, guys. Feeling into this beauty of looking within without judgment. Looking in for self-awareness. And now exhale, bring that left hand down, plank pose. Up to you, move through your vinyasa, or maybe you go right back to puppy pose. So from our upward facing dog, you can go to downward facing dog, and then lower down to puppy pose. Bringing those forearms to the ground, or maybe just the fingertips. If you press those fingertips into the floor, you might feel that arm stretch in that arm. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, lower those palms down if they're not there already. Glance up at the hands. Bring that right foot forward. That left knee stays down. Drop the right knee out. Bring the hands to the inside of that foot. Yes, got it. And then maybe you press the hand into the knee, dropping the hips down and opening up into kind of a twisted lizard. Or maybe you just lean forward and let that lean kind of open it up. You got it, guys. Nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Deep breath in. Now exhale to lift the heart and lift the shoulders. Bring the foot back down to the earth. Bring the hands on the inside of that foot. Stay there with hands on the inside of the foot. Now lift the right arm up and then lift the left arm up and we'll hinge over that thigh. Yeah, breathe in. Exhale, curl the toes under. Let's lift up into crescent. rise. Yep, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Another breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. This time, hover that heart, and then bring the hands behind the head. Pull those hands back towards the heel. Press through or reach through that left heel. It's lifted, but feel the energy if you press through the heel. And maybe you bring those shoulders on the inside of that thigh. Humble warrior. Inhale. Exhale, lift the heart, lift those shoulders up over the hips. Maybe you let those hands go. Feel that effortlessness. Let the hands just rise as high as they come. Nice. Then bring the hands down towards the thigh. Hinge it forward, frame the foot. The left hand plants. Bring the right arm to sky. Nice. Pavrita Parsukhanasana. Breathe in. Exhale, bring the right hand down to frame the foot. Both hands frame the foot now. Step the right foot back, plank pose. Let's pause. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Exhale, let the breath go. And then inhale to draw that left foot forward. Kind of lift up out of plank to step it down. And then bring the right knee down. Inhale to rise, dropping that right hip, lifting up and out. And then exhale to bring the hands on the inside of that left foot. Bring the left foot wide. Maybe that knee comes out. The side of the foot lifts. And then find your expression of lizard. Maybe closing the eyes and bringing the breaths into that third eye point. Inviting our inner witness to really shine and be here with us today. Inhale. Exhale. Another breath in. Our next exhale lowers the foot, lowers the hand. Plant that foot. Now curl the toes under that right foot, lift the knee up, and then we'll rise up finding that crescent, but hinge forward. Feel that active core, that active leg. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's inhale, rise, lifting hands over the shoulders. And then on an exhale, interlacing hands behind the back. And then when you're ready, get those feet planted. Find that security within yourself and that support of the earth to humbly bow over that thigh. Maybe the shoulders come on the inside of that knee. Nice. Breathing in and out. Press into the ball of the foot and reach back with the heel. Maybe lift the toes of the left foot up and feel that left leg really scream. Lower down, close the eyes, be the witness. And now exhale, let's come back up. And let those hands kind of float. Yes. And then bring them down. Hinge forward. Right hand on the inside of that left foot. This time left hand comes to sky. Inhale. Exhale, feel the freedom as you release that breath. Drawing in self-awareness. Releasing self-consciousness in any area of our life. Exhale to plant the left hand down. Inhale to step the left foot back, plank pose. Breathe in. Good. Exhale, bring the knees nice and wide. Sit back, child's pose. Really wiggle those glutes towards the heels. Feel that opening maybe in the hips. Breathe in and out. Another breath in. Exhale, long breath out. And maybe a deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now inhale, glance up at the hands. Rock up back to tabletop. Plant those hands, get those knees nice and steady. And then we'll inhale to bring that right knee out to the side. You can pause, maybe you extend the leg long. And then bend that knee back. And then bring the knee back in. Let that knee hover over the floor. Then inhale, bring it out. Try to keep those hips kind of square. And then bring the right leg out if you want, or keep it bent. Now bend the knee. Bring it in. Lower it down. Bring the knees wide. Sit back, child's pose. Maybe notice the left hip compared to that right hip. Let the breath go. And then we'll inhale, float up the chest, hands over the wrists. And on an inhale, lift that knee up. Maybe you extend that leg long, maybe it just stays with that knee bent. And then exhale, hover the knee in, draw it in to meet the right. And inhale out to the side. Now bend the knee if it's not there already. And then plant that knee down. Knees come nice and wide, sit back, child's pose. And now maybe from here we walk the hands over to the right. Press the hands into the earth when they're over on that right side. And like feel that left glute reaching for the heel as you, the heel as you press the hands down. And then release that press in the hands. Walk the hands through the middle, exhale. Then inhale to press into the floor. As you press those hands down, that right glute meets the right heel or moves towards it. Now exhale, coming back to the center with the hands. Let's inhale, roll forward, coming into kind of that near face plant with our knees wide, hands are in front, bend the elbows, kind of lower down, the sits bones are lifted high, so it's kind of our knees, chest, chin, but our knees are wide. Now press up, curl the toes under, let's look back to plank, but maybe the feet are just a little wider. Bring that right knee down, and let's lift that right foot to sky, and now stack the hips, kind of like as if we were in kind of a floor half moon, but bring that left knee back, or that left foot back. So it's like that Ardha Malasana. Maybe you bring that right heel to the right glute and really send those hips forward and feel that hip flexor open. And now extend that leg long. You can lower it down, bring the right hand down, swing that left foot back onto the mat, the right knee comes down, curl the toes under, let's lift up and back, downward facing dog. And then inhale, come back to plank and lower down to tabletop. Bring the hands under the shoulders, swing that right knee out to the side, and then the left leg comes long, kind of like that lower down half moon. Send the hips forward, the right foot's off the mat. Breathing in and out. Maybe you bring that left heel towards that left glute, and then you can really send those hips forward and feel the hips open in the front. Send that leg long if it's bent, and now lower it down. Bring that left hand down, and let's come back to our plank pose on an inhale. Press back up to downward facing dog. And now we're going to try that hurdler's pose again that we did last week. So maybe we rock forward just a little bit. Maybe you bend that left arm now, lower down onto that left arm, and now that right arm kind of makes that bench. Move that left foot wherever you need to get balance. Bring the right hand forward, or the right knee forward, and see if you can just float that right leg on that right arm. So kind of play around with that left arm first to plant it on the left side of the body, and then move that left foot around to find balance. And then bring that right kind of mid-thigh towards the elbow of that right arm. And then maybe you give it a go on the other side. Letting the wrists relax a little. So if you find plank, you kind of, sometimes it's kind of like a partial plank, partial downward dog that makes it easier as we do that. So lower down onto that right arm. That's your shelf. Adjust the left hand with that left foot to feel stable. The left knee comes forward towards the arm. And maybe you keep that right toe lower for now. And just find that shape. And some ways to practice on your own, or you can bring a bolster kind of underneath that shoulder, or you can bring blocks underneath the shoulder to kind of help you feel like you're not going to face plant. So something that's helpful to have that stillness and to just practice that shape of that knee up there. So maybe a couple more breaths wherever you're at. Good, guys. And now offer yourself whatever you need. Maybe you need a child's pose. Maybe you need a downward facing dog. Maybe you need your shavasana now. Just wiggle and move. And now we'll exhale from wherever you are. Come onto your seated position. And in that seated position, maybe bring the soles of the feet together. We'll find a seated butterfly. And maybe here we let that heart rate slow. If you want, you can bring hands to the shins. Maybe you hinge at the waist, lean it forward, heart reaching in the direction of those big toes. And then maybe you come back up and kind of wiggle those sits bones again. And then hinge forward again. One more breath in. Exhale slowly back to bring the shoulders over the hips. From there, find your hands on your knees, bring the right leg out. You can draw that left foot kind of in towards the thigh. And then we'll inhale to bring the arms up overhead. Exhale to twist the heart towards the big toe. If it was a bat signal, it'd be signaling right over that foot. So exhale, bat signal flowing down towards the knee, towards the thigh. And now pause when you start to feel maybe something on the back of the leg or the low back or the back. Keep those arms extended if you want, or you can lower the hands down. But let's keep our head lifted today. Unless it really feels good to drop the chin. Maybe with that head lifted, you feel a little different sensation than we might normally feel. Nice, and those active arms, exactly. Let's inhale to come back to center together. Exhale that back signal out in front now. It's no longer over the foot. Bring the hands down, or you can keep them lifted. If they're lifted, move with control as you extend the left leg out and you bring that right foot in. So the right foot towards the inner left thigh. And then inhale, arms come up. Exhale over, bringing the heart over the toe, and then hinge over that leg. Lots of options with the arms, guys, really nice. Let's inhale to lift the heart, lift those arms. Exhale, shine the heart past the middle. Bring the right leg long, keep those arms lifted. So legs are long now. Get those sits bones grounded, lower the shoulders, so shoulder blades kind of float down the back. Bring the heels in the knees. And now rock it back. And as you lift the heels off the ground, bring those arms down on either side of the knee. Find a little boat pose. I'll bring the shoulders, heart is forward. And now let's lower down onto our back from our boat pose. So feel that core active and strong. Maybe you straighten the legs as you lower down. Let the arms float overhead and come up above the head. Maybe you reach fingertips and toes and then find your shavasana. Maybe visualize yourself on the mat. Just be the witness. Relax the glutes and that low back. Let the feet fall wherever they just naturally go. I invite you to stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like, as long as your schedule allows. And if you're ready, you can roll over to one side and then meet in a seated position. Let's bring our hands to our hearts. Let's inhale to that third eye point. Exhale, let the breath go. Inhale, landing on the third eye. Exhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Namaste.